Code of Conduct Policy. Code of Conduct Policy. The purpose of this policy is intended to provide guidelines on corporate policies and standards guidelines for conducting business. In this policy, we will explain the objectives, use and protection of PCA Group tangible and intangible assets, gifts and gratuities, bribes, kickbacks, and commissions, as well as the consequences or actions. There are 4 objectives in this policy, which are: provides a consistent set of rules, behaviors for PCA Group culture, enable PCA Group to run its business effectively, helps to ensure consistent decision-making, and enable compliance to laws and regulations. Use and protection of PCA Group tangible and intangible assets. It's the PCA Group employees' job to protect all tangible and intangible assets. They include equipment and building, our funds, intellectual properties, trade secrets and confidential information. Gifts and gratuities. PCA Group employees cannot and are not allowed accept these items: gift and gratuity. Gift, something freely transferred by one person to another. Gratuity, something given voluntarily or beyond obligation, usually in return for or in anticipation of some service. Example of acceptable items: unsolicited advertising or promotional items with company logo less than Rm50 in retail value, trophies, entertainment or similar awards given in games or contests clearly open to the public, discounts or concessions extended to all PCA Group employees in the general public, business lunch or dinner, not excessive than Rm200. And recognition dinner for big deals or milestones with PCA Group and supplier attendees. Bribes, kickbacks and commissions. PCA Group employees cannot and are not allowed to accept these items: bribe, money forms or promise to person on position of trust to influence his or her judgment or conduct, kickbacks or commission, payment received in the return for influence or control over a business transaction. Example of bribes, kickbacks and commissions. An engineer is offered financial incentives to give business to suppliers. Pre-qualification, engineer receives 10% profit in return for qualification. Supplier wants to increase allocation and offer incentives to PCA employee. After a supplier has been selected by PCA employee, and in return the employee is given percentage of the awarded contract. Consequences or actions. The management view any breach of these sort of unethical code of conducts to be in serious violations of the PCA Group policies and procedures. In the event if a prima facie case is presented, for suppliers, any violation of these guidelines can result in disciplinary action up to and including termination of agreement with PCA Group. PCA Group employee. An employee service will be terminated immediately after inquiry within 24 hours notice in written.